Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
What's going on, everyone? It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube. Welcome to spooky season here on the channel, guys. Give me the thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me okay and see me okay. And pretty soon we're going to have everyone jumping in here right now as well. So great to see everyone. Sorry for the small technical difficulties. One of my programs crashed as I was starting, and it was connecting to Facebook at the time. So everything is up and running now. We should be ready to roll. So if you guys want to be checking this out from Facebook, if you are, I should say, welcome to the stream. So great to be here with everybody here. It's definitely been a fast week, and we are in the middle of a crazy situation here heat-wise in Southern Cali. I'm going to see how long I can go tonight, if I can go the full hour. Even though I have my air on, I have my fans on, it's well over 90+ degrees right now in my office space here with my lighting and everything together. So it's very uncomfortable. 111 degrees today here. So I am exhausted. I am tired. You can probably see it in my face. So we'll definitely do what we can here. We'll take a look at something. Of course, we'll do a review. And I'm telling you, it's been murderous in terms of the craziness here in Southern Cali here. But great to see all of you guys. Let me see who we've got here. Jump to the very top. And again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Dante Reed in the house. We have Tony Montana. What's going on? Carl Broussard. Randy Molina's in the house as well. Sticker collecting. What it do, what it do. We have Foodie86. I'm glad you're digging the spooky effects. This is my season. I look forward to doing this every single year. I took a look at what my lighting was in the very back for last year, and it looks like it was orange on. This orange was actually over here, and the purple was, basically reversed. So I decided to swing it the other direction. So when you see the thumbnails, you'll see the colors reversed right there as well. So it still works out pretty nicely here. So let me see what we've got. Who else do we have here in the chat? Steel Guy, what it do? Great to see you on here. Thanks so much for jumping on. Michael Lambert, appreciate you sharing the stream out to all the peeps out there. Thank you so much. Very cool. Let's see. Michael Domeyer is in the house. Thank you so much. And yes, the spooky hallway. That's one of my favorite ones by far. Absolutely is one of my favorite ones for sure. So let's see here. Randy Molina is in the house as well. I think we mentioned there as well. And Isabel B, what's going on? I'm tuned in. Thanks so much for being here. Great to see you guys. Red Rum Situation. Yes, Drew, you already know what it is. Great to see that in effect for you. You are here. James Morrison, warning, upper leftover Chinese ready to rock. Thanks so much. Very nice situation here. I'm going to be having a little bit of a light dinner after the stream, naturally. Just this weather, when it gets so hot, it doesn't make me really want to have too much food, I should say. So just basically drinking a lot. That's the main thing. But let's see here. Grumble Ben, what it do? The week greatness in the house as well. Thanks so much for jumping on. Max miles per hour 95, what it do, what it do? And I'm glad you guys can hear me okay and see me okay. Bowling for Life 35 in the house as well. 61 in Chile and Detroit. God, I wish we had that right there. I wish we had that. Critical, we have made contact with the other side. Thanks so much for being here, my friend. It is so unbelievably ridiculous right now in my office. I already feel myself sweating already. This is nuts. It really is. It's keeping me thin, guys. It's keeping me thin. Let's see here. Grumble Ben. I was originally going to have some rice and beans for dinner tonight. However, I'm out of rice. But pozole is better anyways. Very nice. Very, very good. And Tony Montana had the Cantina crispy chicken tacos yet again on the cheesy bean and rice burrito from and a Diet Pepsi from Taco Bell. Very, very nice. Now, chances are you guys have probably seen my review on the Mountain Dew Baja Blast Gelato, no doubt, right? So everyone is jumping out with their reviews of that. It was fun to check that out for sure. A limited release only beginning the 3rd of this month. Actually only through the app as well. Let's see here. It looks like a heated situation. You already know what it is. Yes, it seriously is, Drew. It seriously is. Isabel had eggs for dinner. Haven't been in the store in weeks. No worries. That actually sounds pretty good. Breakfast food is something I may get into after the stream tonight. A little bit lighter as well. And of course, have a little Coke Zero, catch up on some shows, and go from there. So, guys, thank you so much for jumping on tonight. As always, I look forward to doing these streams with you guys, of course, as the week is finishing up. And just overall, just great to see everybody here in the chat. Let me jump on over and make sure everything is running good on the other ship and see what we've got here. Yes, we do. Everyone is in effect on there. Thank you so much for jumping on Facebook. All 10,000 viewers, or I guess followers on the site as well too there. I know that that's not how many people are watching right now, but I appreciate it. Great to see you guys over there as well. Let's see here, jumping back on over. Little Raccoon, do you play video games? Love the channel. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. Yes, I do. I've got a PS5. I've got a few different titles there, but I get far and few in between, I should say, because I'm always building content. So once in a while, I'll kind of fire up some retro gaming, that stuff back in the day. Pokemon Trainer, Ebel, right there. Just subscribe. Thanks so much for jumping on. That is so awesome. Great to see that you are part of the channel, and hopefully you are watching the stream right now because you've just been shouted out. Let's see here. Sticker collecting had McDonald's for dinner. They're still doing that meal, the $6, the $5, and the $6 meal. Here it's $6 here in Southern Cali. It is definitely $1 more for the double. So guys, it is spooky season, and let me just say shout outs to each and every one of you. This is actually the 5th day. Actually, I've got 5 days before I turn the next year older. So next Wednesday, I believe, is my birthday. Crazy on 9/11. So it's going to be pretty wild. The next time I see you, I'm officially going to be into my 50s, as in 51. So scary to think about that. So yes, I'm looking forward to the weekend to kind of hopefully cool off. It's going to be kind of murderous up until Sunday, but then it's going to begin to fall back just a little bit and go from there. Bogus Doug Tech, yes, I thank you so much for the link to that there. I have not checked it out just yet. I know that I said I was going to by the next time with the stream, and I greatly apologize for that. So I have to take onus on that. But hopefully you guys are okay with the amount of content that's been coming out this past week, because that's what I really wanted to make sure I got out to you guys. So I will most likely be checking that out this weekend, Bogus, for sure. So let me give you that solemn promise to you that I will be checking that out, because I do plan on trying to relax and beat the heat, because I can't really leave my place. It's really dangerous heat weather out here right now, to like in the upper triple digits. It's pretty crazy. So it could be as high as 113 tomorrow. So I'm definitely not going to be going anywhere. I've got content to put together, and I'm going to take care of that for the weekend. So we will definitely follow back with that there. But thank you so much for sending me the info on that, for sure. I appreciate that. Let's see here. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All the kind words. You guys are amazing. Drew, yes, AARP is calling nonstop for you. It's hilarious. Drew. I'm following you, my friend. Oh, that is too funny. That is too funny. Well, guys, just a quick reminder, I know it hasn't happened just yet, but should you guys wish to contribute to the channel, you'll find a multitude of ways to do that down below in the description box as well. So naturally, if you wanted to hit the chat function down below, you'll see like a little tiny $sign for super chatting. So you guys can always put something towards the channel that way. Or if you'd like to do the PayPal route, I have a whole bunch of links down below to kind of avoid some of those fees that they may charge you. which doesn't come out of you. It just basically makes the amount smaller. But I just wanted to let you guys know that every little bit goes a long way. So thank you in advance if you decide to do that. And of course, it all goes right back into the channel, which in turn puts out more of the content to make it easier for me to do all that stuff for you guys. So I appreciate that. Thank you. And you guys have all those tools available to you there. It's definitely something I want to make sure you guys have available to you there. And as content creators there, and being that it's a grassroots effort to build and put things together, you guys take an active role and a part in that as well. So should you wish to do that, you definitely can, of course. And naturally, you'll see your name highlighted up over here as well as down below in the corner. And then naturally, you know, of course, on the replay, once this goes live tomorrow, you'll find this replay at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. You'll find your name down below in the description box as well. Should you wish to be a channel member and Patreon and all that good stuff there as well, of course, you'll be listed. Should all that stuff happen between now and that time. So thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see who else we've got on here right now. Let's see. Looks like you guys are all saying hello to each other. We have such an amazing community here. Drew, I already blocked them, so it's all you now? Wow, that's crazy, Drew. I didn't realize you had it on them. They were just on you like flies on doo-doo, so to speak. So that's pretty crazy that they're on you like that. Well, you're older than me, so I mean that's the reason why, right? So you're a lot closer. Dom's World, I want to see Beetlejuice 2. Yes, I do want to check it out as well. I've read a couple of non-spoiler reviews, and obviously it's not as good as the first one, but they said it's very well done. And obviously you have the cast that's just awesome. So I can't wait to check that out for sure. Beetlejuice. And obviously if they do a third one, you know what they're going to call it, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point if they do that there. But considering we waited 36 years for the second one, I don't think we'll see a sequel. I think this is more of just kind of for the fans, a legacy type thing. But we'll have to see what we shall see with that. So guys, crazy content this past week. And let me just tell you, it's been eventful to say the least there. Obviously with today's release of the Panda Express Hot Ones that I filmed the other day, the Blazing Bourbon Chicken. Pretty interesting on that one, guys. There's actually a little bit of a different editing style you may notice with that particular video, because I'm about to start migrating my content into a little bit of a different direction. It's still going to be the same type of format, but you're going to see some different types of trickery, we'll say, in terms of just the way that I'm putting it together. I'm trying to kind of freshen things up a little bit and make things maybe a little bit more dynamic. But you guys let me know. If you watch the new Panda Express video, let me know what you think as well. I think it definitely is a little bit more of a kinetic type of video, if I can call it like that. So it's something that definitely is a little bit different compared to the way I've been doing things before. But naturally, I kind of want to experiment with a few different things and see what works, because obviously you can't always keep doing the exact same thing, even though I feel like I've been doing that for such a long time. But I do want to kind of migrate some things over, and then eventually my intro will change as well, which I'm looking at doing. There's a few different options I'm kind of playing around with there, so I'll keep you posted with that. But the Panda Express Hot Ones Blazing Bourbon Chicken is the beginning of all that, and I gotta say, guys, a lot of fun checking that one out there. Definitely loved putting that thumbnail together. It was a blast. The Frosty Frights Kid Meal for Halloween over at Wendy's. My very first time doing a kids meal, and I definitely wanted to try out the Wendy's variant of that just anyway. But being that we had one of their Halloween themed little toys that it goes with there, which I'll actually show you a little bit later on in the stream. Very, very cool in terms of, what that one had to offer. And price point wasn't too bad for what it was. Guys, the Oreo, the Coca-Cola Coke Zero sugar Oreo Slurpee at 7-Eleven, which I got a second one today because I needed to. It's just too crazy hot. Absolutely awesome checking that out. You knew I had to do that one, right? I mean, come on. Definitely a lovely situation with some specialized content. And of course, the Mountain Dew Baja Blast Gelato. Lots of good things coming across the board there with that. And just to round it out, the last couple of things here, we've got the Hostess Chocolate Lovers Twinkies. With that post that I put up about you guys wanting to see a few more snack items, I may actually be doing that in between my regular reviews as well, something kind of quick to put together. It was actually kind of fun to do. So I had a lot of fun checking that out. Think of it as like the Chocodile without the chocolate sauce, I guess, that they put on there, the chocolate drizzle in there too. So, and yes, I know I've been getting some direct messages from you guys regarding the Barbie collection at Krispy Kreme. I'll try and make my way over there after this heat breaks. So we'll see about that. It's been crazy all week to check that out there. A little underwhelming, I got to be honest, but it looks okay for what it is. I just think they missed the ball on that by not putting it out with the movie. But hey, it is what it is. This is the thing they have right before their Halloween selection, so I guess that's the time that they slotted for it. as well. So, and you guys obviously know about their Dr. Pepper kickoff donut as well too. So yes, Critical, feel free to mix things up. Absolutely. It is time. You already know. Scott Messerschmidt, I was watching you eating that pepper like, wow, seeds inside. Yes, that was a lovely thing. Not to spoil too much from the review from Panda today. But yeah, I had a little bit of an incident with that. So take a look at that video. And of course, I have to highlight it whenever something like that happens. So you'll see some fun things in there with it as well. So yeah, it was kind of interesting with that. I'm not going to say anything more than that. Let's see here. Let's see, my chat is moving up. Let's see what we've got. Fox250R, he loved it. What's going on, brother? Great to see you. Great to see you. Tony Montana, did you know that the band Linkin Park has apparently found a new lead singer? Yes, she's female, actually. Emily. Emily something. I can't think of the name, actually. Yes, Chester Bennington died 7 years ago. Kind of crazy, but they announced a brand new album, new touring dates, and obviously it's a pretty crazy direction they're going in. But she sounds all right. You know, watching them do some of the classics there, it sounds pretty good. Scott Messerschmidt, you need to slushy ran out of green tea. Yes. You already know. You already know. Sean Hickox, got anything Turtles or Masters of the Universe figures tonight? Yes, absolutely. We're going to be taking a look at something in just a second. I'm probably going to save it actually until maybe about 5 minutes before we break to let me grab the item that I'm going to do here right now. And yes, Max, I saw that Rich Homie Kwan passed away. Yes, I saw that. No cause was revealed, but you know, given the circles that he may have run in there, obviously something went down, kind of like you assume it. But let's just see what happens there. Let's just see what happens. Bogus. Did you realize that when you do the math, the Baja Blast Gelato is over $16 a pint? Oh shoot! Considering it's about what 3 ounces for $4 here in Southern Cali. Wow, yeah, that's true. That is crazy. That is crazy. Is it worth $4? Well, you know, it's a specialty item from a fast food restaurant. Yes, it's going to have a little bit more of a premium attached to it. It is. But unlike some other food reviewers out there who are actually getting a lot more cost-wise, it's kind of strange. I'm usually the one saying that here. Some other reviewers that I've seen online are actually paying over $4 for theirs, like $4.49, I think, or $4.50ish in that range. So for us to see $3.99, I was very happy with that. You know, considering what I'm used to here, right? So, what can I say? What can I say? Freddie Foodie King, what's going on? Good times, indeed. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Drew, what are you talking about? He burned down the drapes later when he finished. What is going on here in the chat? Oh, guys, so let me just tell you, like I said, it's been a very busy week just with everything this past week there, and you'll see some more stuff coming this weekend. I'm getting a lot of emails from all the fast food spots that I'm signed up for, aside from just people reaching out saying happy early birthday, this is your birthday month, that type of thing. So I've got a lot of free food goodies, which is actually really, I'm thankful for that, considering the cost of what things are nowadays. It's nice to have some options there. So one of the reviews I'm going to be doing was actually something that I was able to get for free because of my birthday. So you'll probably see that most likely this weekend. I'm probably figuring maybe Sunday or Monday-ish or so. I'll probably release it on Sunday and then take Monday off naturally. And then you'll have another review during the week, either Tuesday or Wednesday, most likely Tuesday when I do that. But just because I want to keep things moving along there. So I do plan on having a video out on my birthday naturally, but of course I'm not going to be doing anything on my birthday except hopefully just being with family and just that type of thing. So I'll probably have like at least the usual amount of videos per week. I think probably by 3 or 4 that you'll see, and then we'll be back to the live streaming situation because we're in spooky season, as you guys see behind me here right now. So very excited for that. And yeah. Critical birthday food, yes, stuff from all the usual suspects from fast food, whether it's a whole bunch of points, stuff added to my points to get free sandwiches, free chicken sandwiches, a free dessert, like Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr. There's something that's on there as well. I may even turn those to some of the just basic reviews. I may even just use it just for that. Might as well, right? I mean, it'd be good toward the algorithm here. Big bucks cashing in, show enough. True. Yeah, I may have to watch on my birthday. I may have to watch The Last Dragon, just to kind of see, just to kind of see there. So good times, guys. Good times. Definitely good times. Renata, cheesy street chalupas or tiny tacos? Oh, cheesy street chalupas. I saw it right before you took out that question right there. Nothing against the Jack in the Box tiny tacos, but I am definitely a fan of the street tacos for sure. The Taco Bell goodness is definitely a banging situation. They're pretty much on one lately, for sure. Michael Domayer, yes, I remember you went to Red Robin for your birthday dinner. That's very awesome. For sure. I'm actually on their mailing list as well. I haven't received anything from them. Maybe we'll see as we get a little closer to the time. We'll have to see. Andre, peep this out. Thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. All right, we got a few minutes or so. Might as well do this one just a little early because I promised you guys we were going to take a look at a vehicle. This is something that they don't come out with too often, and this is something that showed up in my little mystery box that I remember seeing it. I didn't think it was going to be as big as it was, and naturally when I got this box here, I was like, wow, this artist rendition stuff looks pretty amazing. So without further ado, part of the cartoon collection, take a look at the collector. This is the 80s Adventures. Now, this never came out as part of the Masters of the Universe line in the 80s, but this was actually on the Filmation show. This is why it's the cartoon collection here. But as you can see, just look at that there. We've got Skeletor, and it looks like, who is that on the inside? Is that Webstore? Yeah, it's Webstore, actually. And it looks like he is attacking He-Man, I should say. He's grabbing him with one of those arms right there, looking pretty cool. And as you can see on the side, it's flanked on the side over here by Man-at-Arms. We've got Battle Cat on the very bottom. And this thing is looking really, really cool. I love the artwork for these things. They just look really, really amazing. And look on the side, there's an Easter egg for you. For those of you guys who were fans of the show back then, that is actually, looks like it's She-Ra. And I think that horse's name is Swiftwind. They're all coming to the line here eventually. So naturally, of course, they're kind of teasing them in here as well. But take a look at the artwork on this. This just looks really, really cool. So as you can see, everything here is a little character guy watching off in the distance right there. But I love the artwork. You guys already know. Let me see here. Before we take a look at the back of it, I'm going to try and look underneath here for you. This basically shows how you can open up the top of this thing and basically fit 3 figures. In the background, we have Skeletor piloting. And in this case, we've got Beastman and Webstore in there. And as you can see, it's the evil airship of Skeletor. Let me move this over this way. And it shows you that you can grab enemies right there. And you've got some blast effects on the very bottom. So take a look at the very back of this. It's loaded. It looks awesome. I just love the look of all the characters here. All these classic cartoon characters. They just look really, really fantastic. Stratos is being grabbed. We've got Man-at-Arms, Teela, Trapjaw, He-Man, Skeletor, Beastman, Webstore, Merman, and Evil Lyn right there. And I gotta say, it is just looking really cool. So a very fun addition to the line. And the very bottom usual goodies here in terms of warranty and where it's made and how to put the effects on the fins. But it just looks really, really cool. So not very expensive for this at all. Maybe about 30 bucks or so. But it's definitely a lot of fun. So this kind of showed up as, like, I guess, a little birthday present, so to speak. So it's just really, really cool. I love the effect of everything there with Castle Grayskull in the background, and obviously. So a very cool thing that never came out as part of the original 80s line. But now it's part of the cartoon collection, which is kind of cool. So I have another piece of beautiful artwork there. And I even forgot to notice there, they have the little sky sled from the Battle Ram on the very top, as well as the Talon Fighter that we took a look at way back when as well. So very, very cool, this one here. The Collector, Evil Airship of Skeletor. So I am definitely digging it. Definitely. Very, very nice. All right. Let's see, Max. By the way, my new YouTube profile is Roxanne Wolf from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, which is my favorite character, and I just listened to Better by Nightco. Very cool, very cool. You know, I have yet to see that movie, actually. I actually kind of want to watch that. I may actually do that possibly tonight. I'm kind of in that mood where I kind of want to catch up on a few things I haven't seen in a while, for sure. I watched a movie real late last night called The Watchers on Prime. And actually not on Prime, it was on Max. And interesting in terms of that one there. I thought it was pretty good. A little bit of a rushed ending, it usually is like that. for some of these things, but the storyline was pretty interesting as well, about some girl who gets lost in a forest and then she meets up with these three people who have been trapped there for a long time and they have to find their way out. But obviously there are things in the forest that come a looking, so to speak. So it's actually one of those types of movies. But I believe it's M. Night Shyamalan's either his wife or somebody related who did it, actually. And that was one of the reasons I wanted to watch it, because naturally with him being a producer along with her, it was something very cool to check out for sure. So I would recommend it. I would recommend it to you guys. It was a pretty good movie. Freddy Foodie King, where does he get these wonderful toys, says the Joker from Batman 89, which you guys should know if you're real Batman fans. I know a lot of you guys are. Yesterday was Michael Keaton's birthday. So I think he is 72 or in that range, early 70s. It's crazy to think about it. It's crazy to think about it. But yes, crazy, crazy, crazy. Randy Molina, have I tried Snapple Elements drink 4 flavors yet? I have not, no. I was actually scanning when I went to go get my Coke Zero Oreo Slurpee today. I was looking for the green apple. I wanted to do the green apple Beetlejuice drink. So eventually I'll do that. I may even do that as specialized content. Maybe I'll just do that separately, if not on the stream. But I do definitely want to try to find that. I haven't found it anywhere yet here, and it's been out like all over the place. I know it's here in Southern California. It's just not in my area to get it just yet. So I don't know what's going to be just yet with that. And I do want to see Urza, what's going on? I do want to see Beetlejuice. Absolutely, absolutely. Max, Pepsi Pineapple is not that, let's see. Pepsi, it's being blocked. I can't see what it says right there. Pepsi Pineapple have not had that flavor yet. You know, it's funny because I still have that sitting on my can, on my desk, I should say, right there. This thing is all dried and it's been washed and everything. So yeah, this is from when it first came out, actually, from Little Caesars when I did this here. So kind of cool. Kind of cool from this one here. You guys know me, I'm kind of a nerd with the collectibles, with stuff like that. I mean, I still have the Burger King. This is actually sitting in the Burger King Spider-Verse situation here as well. So yeah, I'm kind of a big nerd when it comes to all this stuff here. What can I say? What can I say? Let's see. Michael Domeyer watching the Eagles and Packers game on Peacock. Eagles are up by 2 and under 2 minutes left. Nice. Urza, which review is better than a Micah? McDonald's Cups or Wendy's Frosty Frights? Ooh. I'm gonna say the Frosty Frights because I like little collectibles like that. The cups are cool. I just wasn't overly impressed with the printing. It was just okay for what it was. They weren't glass like my, back in the day. So I kind of like the Wendy's version. If you're gonna do something plastic, I think the collectible route is better. That's why I think the Happy Meal toys or the Burger King toys, those are always kind of cool, for sure. And yes, Randy, actually, I just showed you the can there. I'm just seeing that, the message regarding Pineapple Pepsi for sure. I know they brought it back, and I haven't tried it since they've brought it back so far. Going to be getting the Haunted Apple along with Cheetos Flaming Hot Cajun Cheddar. Very nice. I've seen those. I almost did the Flaming Hot Cajun Cheddar on the stream here because I've seen that in a bunch of places around here. My buddy, The Endorsement, I believe, just launched his review of that today. So make sure you check him out. And let him know Ian K sent you. If you heard it here on the stream, take a look at what he thought of that, for sure. Drew, Ian is a mega nerd. That is true, and I wear that card proudly, Drew. I wear it proudly. And yes, Max is throwing down the gauntlet to Urza right there. Wendy's Frosties are where it is at. Absolutely. You already know what it is. All right, guys, it's time for me to grab the goodness. I'm very curious to give what I'm going to try a shot for you guys on camera live tonight. So naturally, we're going to start saving more of the Halloween goodies for like into October, but I wanted to make sure I had everything set up at least, and everything is ready to go in that regard. So we're good up until the beginning of November, and then we're going to switch over into the holiday goodies for the next couple of months. So I figured 2 months of Halloween, 2 months of the rest of the holidays, and then we're ready to roll. 2025 will be here, and it's going to be just what it's going to be. So we'll see what happens there. So if you got to grab something to drink, I would definitely recommend it. Grab something to snack on if you wish. Relieve yourself if you have to, if that time of the is upon you. Definitely listen to your body, of course. And I will definitely be back in just a minute or two, and then we'll get this rolling. So I will see you in about a minute. Get ready to stand by with some holiday fun. Welcome to Peep THIS Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
All right, we are back. My system is really working, guys. It is very hot here, so I have a feeling you may see a few little jittery motions here. May have to be a little careful with this one here tonight, but let me know if everything is looking good and basically sounding good on your side, just to make sure here, because it is definitely crazy hot. Oof, 94 degrees now here in my spot, so it is definitely up there. But shout outs to all of you guys. Thanks so much for jumping on. Any second now, we're going to see this chat window begin to do its thing. So let me know if everything is still looking okay on your side. Let me make sure that the peeps over on Facebook are good. And it looks like they are. Excellent, excellent. Very good, very good. All right. We are moving along here. So let me bring up my stuff one more time. Excellent. Oh, A-Wolf, he's letting him know it's just an intermission. You didn't miss anything, my friend. Didn't miss anything. Great to see you guys on here. And just before we get into this review here, just because we were talking about the collector cups, naturally as well, which would be better, the collector cups or the Wendy's goodies here? So naturally with the Frosty Frights, you know, considering the cups, like I said, you know, they're just okay. I mean, I do have I guess just a baggie on the inside of this one here, but you know, they're just all right. You know, for the kiddies, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's not bad. I guess Shrek is pretty common for this one here, but I do like the collectible route. I love like the little toys. I've always been like that, you know. It's just whenever since I was a kid, and I know I'm kind of spoiling my review of the Wendy's there by showing you this, but it looks like all I got was just the classic version of him, good old Junior, with the little Wendy's thing in the back right there. So they are pretty cool, about $1.89 each if you wanted to buy these separately and just kind of take your chance. But I noticed in the back of my package, it actually had Junior there, and I'm really hoping that actually that didn't just give away to me what it was going to be. So I may have to just go by and get one and just kind of see, is it printed on the back like normally? Because these are the 6 that you have. I wouldn't mind getting that Franken one right over there and the green one in the very top. I think, what do they call him? Franken Frosty. Franken Frosty or Coolie Goolie on the other side. That's who I'd want to get out of the group. You know, I love like the Frosty. I don't know if you noticed there. I love the cold stuff, you know, there. So I just think they look really, really nice. So yeah, Junior is basic, A-Wolf. I know. But they do come with stickers. You can kind of dress them up and, you know, have a little fun with them, which is kind of cool. So I don't really mind them. They're kind of cool collectibles for what they are. All right, so this review that I'm going to be doing right now, guys, is basically hopefully not going to kill my dinner, so to speak, because they always say, you know, nothing is ever guaranteed. Tomorrow's never guaranteed, so have dessert first. And this particular thing that I got here, I actually really wanted to try, because if you guys are familiar with a show with Mark Summers from back in the day on the Food Network called Unwrapped, where they basically show you how all the foods are made, all the snack foods, all the popular foods. There was one particular thing that they showed, which I always love checking out, and I always kind of look for it, usually on YouTube if I can find it, and that's usually where I find most of the old episodes. But it was basically one of the desserts cakes from back in the day that was made by a particular company, but I don't know, I forgot what the company is offhand, and I've seen it so many times I should know this, so forgive me, I'm sorry about that. But Hostess has their version of it, and honestly, every time I see this, I'm like, I know I'm going to get to it. Let's just finally do it tonight, guys, and scratch the itch. We're going to be taking a look at the Jumbo Honey Bun. This is basically the glaze situation that you're going to see here. I think they have some other versions of this, but naturally, it looks like a big cinnamon roll type of situation, but obviously it is honey glaze. So very, very basic, but at the same time, they just looked really tasty. And I was like, you know what? I'm finally going to give this a shot. Let's just see if any peeps have actually tried this. I do love checking out all the Hostess goodies naturally there. So I probably could have saved this for a regular review, but I figured, you know what? Let's just do this tonight and give this a go. The Jumbo Honey Bun. So no other explanation given for this other than that's exactly what it is. And they actually say to microwave this. It looks like for 15 seconds to warm this up, but I'm not going to be doing that naturally there. But again, just to show you, it's a pretty thick sucker for sure. And I got to say, it looks pretty awesome. So let's give this a shot, and we'll get this open, and I'll take a few bites of this, and we'll give this a go. Oh, wow. That smells heavenly. Smells pretty heavenly and very sticky, I can tell already. Wow. Very moist on this, guys. Look at this action. That's fairly thick as well. It's like a big cinnamon roll type donut. This is about maybe about half of what you can get at Donut Man for a straight cinnamon roll. But just look at that. Just look at that action, guys. So let's give this a shot. We'll take a few bites. Let's peep this out. My first time going in on this. Wow, this thing is crazy sticky, very glazed, very, very much sugary, I'm sure. It's the Jumbo Honey Bun from Hostess. My first time. Let's peep this out. Oh, I love bread. Wow. Moist, rich, thick. Look at that. Guys, it's a thick cinnamon roll type of situation, but without that cream cheese frosting on the very top. The honey is light, but the glaze is heavy on it. Mmm. I can't do more than half of this. This is very dense. Very dense. Wow. It's scratching the itch for a glazed donut, though, right now. Very nicely, I have to say. Mmm. Take a look at that. Glazed beautifully. If I could make one recommendation is I wish the frosting was a little bit thicker on the very top of it, believe it or not. I think that would just accent it beautifully. But the honey sweetness is light. It's really more of the glaze that's coming through beautifully with this. So that classic glazed action, it really feels like a glazed donut. But it's got some denseness, and the thickness of it is pretty nice there. Again, like I said, the honey's a little on the light side, but the sweetness of the glaze is pretty profound. Let's go for another maybe 2 or 3 bites. I'm almost to the halfway point already. It's moist. $1.99 for this. It was on special for $1.60. I was like, how could I not? Wow. This is very tasty. I think I am good when it comes to donuts for just a little while here. But very, very nice, guys. My fingers are sticking to this here. It's very thick. Let's go for a couple more. I was right at the middle. And there's nothing really there gooey in the middle, like a classic cinnamon roll. But very tasty. So we've got some rolled dough, a beautiful amount of glaze on this, although I wish it was just heavier on the very top, and then a little bit of honey sweetness. But guys, this is a very tasty situation. So are you fans of honey buns? Have you had these before? Because I see why these things are pretty popular. They are very, very tasty. Let me go for one more bite. We'll wrap the review with the rating coming up next. But drop some comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of the Jumbo Honey Bun. Have you had the Solo Dolo? If you've seen them actually from Hostess in the stores, you can obviously buy a box of these things, but they had a box that was open. They were selling them individually. So let me know what you guys think. If you actually, if this is one of your favorite things you love to get from Hostess, outside of the usual Twinkies or the cupcakes or the Ding Dongs or the Zingers, all the main ones. And let me know where this ranks on your scale of snack cakes, because this is pretty tasty. It is. That's dense, boy. But very tasty. Very, very tasty on that. So, scale of 1 to 10. Am I glad that I tried it? Well, first of all, let me do what I've been wanting to do ever since I picked it up and get my fingers cleaned up here. It's worth it because of the sugar and the glaze. That is a very, very lovely situation right there. Very lovely situation. So overall, I'm going to have to give the Jumbo Honey Bun, and by the way, this thing, a whole one of these is 480 calories. So it looks like I had 240 calories roughly right now. I'm going to have to give the Jumbo Honey Bun from Hostess. I'm going to go 8.3 on this particular one. Just over an 8, because like I said, the only way to really improve upon this is adding a little bit more of that glaze to give it more of like, kind of like when you bite into it, you kind of get a little layer of that glaze action. I think that would be even better. But what you have here is a very sweet, very sticky situation, and a very dense and rich situation. This thing is moist, guys. When you see this in the store, you're going to see it's going to look like it's got like, you know, like condensation building up around it on the inside. You can kind of see that through the packaging right there. It is definitely a very moist, very fresh situation. So easy recommendation, guys. Jumbo honey bun. Once in a while, treat yourself for $1.99 or less. That's actually a pretty decent price point. You're getting a decent value here. And it's actually cheaper than some of the regular donuts you can get at some of the regular donut shops nowadays, at least here in Southern Cali. So I would definitely rock this again. This is really good. Or if you wanted to split it with a friend, it's definitely a very tasty situation. So I'm glad I can scratch that one off the bucket list and say that I've finally given that one a shot, because I've seen it for years. I've never tried it. And now that I finally have, your boy's happy. Your boy's happy with that for sure. So very, very nice. Sweet Shay, is it a donut? It tastes like a donut. It really does taste like a glazed donut, basically, with a little bit of honey action with that. But again, it's more of a dense, like when you get like kind of like the donut versions of cinnamon rolls, where they're just kind of like the rolled donut that they do, and they just have the glaze on the very top. It tastes like that, but with a little bit of a honey type of situation at the end. It's tasty though. I would recommend that to you by far. It really is pretty good. Jackie Hero Food Reviews, what's going on? It's all about the Arch Deluxe up your way. I really hope we get that down over here. It's rumored to be coming this way, along with the Chicken Big Mac, of course, that's going to be rolling out there as well. So yes, hope everything is going well. Guys, shoot on over to Jackie Hero Food Reviews, obviously, and Drew's Food Reviews, you already know ad nauseum for sure. Homeboy is always here, Sir Hattus Maximus himself. How are the cats doing there, Drew? How are the kitties doing? For sure. I almost brought the two that I'm taking care of into the house today because it was just too hot outside. And I'm going out to check my mail, and these cat, I call them cat sacks, because they just lay there like they're sacked out because it's so hot. Their legs are flopped over, their bellies are hanging out, and they look back at you like, are you going to give me some food? What's the story here, Dad? You know, that type of thing. So yeah, it was so crazy hot. I really wanted to bring them in. So they've been just laying around for a good chunk of the afternoon and early tonight. And I'm dying right now. If you guys can see, I'm like glistening already here. It is really, really nuts. It's not because I'm nervous on camera at all. It's me just, I'm sweating even with my fan and my air on. It's for some reason it's 96 degrees now. I don't know why it's going up here, but craziness. Sweet Shay, yes, the honey bun situation. Definitely it was something fun to check out. Jeremy Lindsay, shout out from Seattle. Did you know Popeyes has a breakfast menu? What? They do? I do not know. Until right now. I did not know until right now, Jeremy. Oh, that's craziness. I guess maybe some locations, right? So we'll have to see if that's obviously not here in Southern Cali. That's for sure. Candace Cherry, easy one to see on the New Kids on PBS. Scott Messerschmidt saying hello to Jackie Hero Food Reviews. 911 Scene Observer, what's going on? Shoutouts to you. Shoutouts to you. Drew, the cats are chilling. Nice. Nice. Let's see. Jackie will be coming to the US, just don't know when. Right now it's only in Canada and Portugal, the Big Arch. Yes, I know. I'm excited to try that. That thing, you know, how many times have I been talking about fresh beef, a fresh beef Big Mac, basically, right? But for what that thing is, I am excited. I am really excited to give that a go. I mean, I can probably put that together unofficially and call it whatever, you know, at the same time, but you want to get the official deal, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to do there. So naturally, I'm very envious that that's out for you guys, but I definitely want to check that out for sure. So I'm looking forward to it, Jackie. I'm looking forward to adding that to the portfolio, so to speak. You know me, with growing out the stuff here on my channel, I definitely have such a blast doing it, for sure. Let's see. Candace, oh, I have a few cats myself. Nice, very cool. I like cats. Cats are pretty amazing. They really are. Let's see. Jackie here, we also have breakfast wraps now at McDonald's here in Canada. Nice. I'm waiting for the official return of the snack wraps, which supposedly should be coming. My guess is a little bit later this year, probably late this year into early next year, the official thing. I used to get those all the time at Mickey D's, and then whenever I do a snack wrap type review from the other guys, whoever's putting it out, I always reference that because that's who they're trying to go for. Naturally, they're always shouting out Mickey D's because they're saying they're bringing theirs back, so we got to jump in with ours, and that's how it goes down. Yeah, there is lots of new stuff that's going to be coming out. I know you guys have heard about the worst kept secret from Wendy's regarding the SpongeBob SquarePants menu coming out in October-ish. Probably a little later this month, I'm sure. We'll see. So that should be fun considering the Rick and Morty situation. I want to say it was last Halloween. where they redid like a Wendy's to kind of be kind of Rick and Mortified, so to speak. So we'll see a few different things that way. And Jackie, you still have the snack wraps over there. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Let's see, best meal deal in the game right now. You know what? I'd probably say the Mickey D's one still, just for what it is. But besides that, the Biggie Bags or the meals that they have over at Wendy's are pretty solid. Also, I think between those two, for sure. Carl's Jr. has a bunch of different items that they're putting out for under $4, but it's not like a full meal type of thing. They have a few things they're not really advertising that they have on the menu, but I think Mickey D's is getting a lion's share of the advertising for that. So I'd probably say the Mickey D's one still. Jackie, we're getting the Krabby Patty at Wendy's in Canada too. Yep. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. It should be a fish sandwich if you ask me. I don't know why they don't do like the Alaskan pollock type thing and kind of rebrand. But Krabby Patty, we'll see what they do with the beef with that too. Tony Montana, finally got my hands on the new Smoky Southwestern cheesesteaks at Jersey Mike's. I had fun checking those out. Yes, that one and the other version they have available too there. Lots of good stuff there. I actually haven't gone back to Jersey Mike's since I started my playlist there. I think I have 2 or 3 items in there now. I think it was Mike's the straight Mike's Philly cheesesteak I wanted to do on that. But they obviously have the others that are there too. So I'll be looking forward to checking that out there. Lance Wu, nice coffee mug. Thank you. I love it too. Not that I'm biased or anything, but I love this stuff. Great to see you guys on here right now. Oh my God, I am dying. I feel like I am sweating crazy right now. I feel like I'm gonna have to take another shower. This has been one of those 2 shower types of days, guys. It's no joke. It's gonna be triple digits for the next few days here. I have not been able to sleep well for the last few nights now too there. I've just been up tossing and turning, and just even with my air on and my fan on and everything, it is just not good. So shower in the morning, shower at night, sometimes maybe a quick rinse in the middle of the afternoon. It's just really pretty crazy. And don't even get me started on filming in my car. I've been using my air conditioning more, and thankfully because it's a hybrid, you don't really hear the engine unless it kicks in to kind of maybe do the recharge if the battery's running lower. But man, it is really just no joke with this heat right now. So there's one thing I want to try and do tomorrow for a little bit later into this coming week if I can. If the heat's going to be crazy, I'm going to basically probably pass on it until later on into the week. But I kind of like to stay ahead of the game, so that way if anything happens, I have stuff that are there in there too. So Jackie Hero, subtle product placement. I don't know what gave it away. What was it? I don't know. Oh, too funny, too funny. Yes, Lance, my house does have air conditioning, but it's the equivalent of just average. So naturally, I like to have a couple of fans going at the same time that kind of help circulate because it's not centralized that way. So I do have things that are running and that are kind of cooling the rooms, but it's not exactly the best thing, and the workhorse being what it is. Plus, being that peak, or I should say peak times are between 4 and 9 o'clock, I try not to run it during those times for obvious reasons. And then as I'm sleeping at night, I'll have my stuff going mostly most of the night. But at this point, believe it or not, I feel like I just want to go to 7-Eleven at like 2 in the morning, you know, get like something to drink and just sleep in my car. It's no joke. It is that hot that I just don't want to be in my place. You know, it's just really just crazy. And we were expecting this. This is like the strongest time of the year for heat here in Southern California is in early September. So they knew this was going to happen. And obviously now this is the heat wave that we have. Fortunately, it's only into this coming week. So for the next few days, I just got to tough it out. That's all I've been doing in there as well. So I think when I filmed the Hot Ones review earlier in the week, what was that? I think it was 106 degrees. I said in that video that came out today. I have to take a look and see. But it was about 106 on my dash, and I had my air running during that for that reason. I couldn't deal with it. I don't know how I did it in my other car for so many years, sweating crazy. So I don't know. So yeah, I wish I had centralized air, Lance. I do. Yes, it's a portable unit, like one of the wall units, but it's powerful. It just doesn't really. I don't really want to have to sleep in my living room, you know. Even though the way that things are kind of spread out from my other rooms, it's still, you know, not exactly the best. But it is what it is. It's temporary, and for the next few months, you know, from earlier this summer into where we are now, it's just a rough time of the year, and then it's okay after that. You know, I'm okay after that. So we'll have to see. Tony Montana, the golden barbecue bacon, yes, at Popeyes. You know, I almost got that today. I felt like having that. I was looking at what to get. I actually ended up ordering some chicken for my mom just to kind of treat because I know that she was telling me she wanted to get chicken, so surprised her with some chicken from there today. She called me right before the stream to let me know that she got it and she was enjoying it. So definitely a lovely situation there for sure. Good times across the board there with that. Let's see here. Yes, Tony, I know you really enjoyed it. Of course, of course, of course. And Lance, I know, I wish I could stay frosty with my little portable, powerful little situation here in my living room, but it is what it is. But it's one of the reasons, aside from my fans that I have above me over here, I've got my portables that are in here too. So my little Arctic fan, oh, that feels good up close. Oh, that actually feels so much better up close. But yeah, it is just no joke with the weather here. So my cardio is taking a little bit of a backseat. I'm doing a little bit more of the exercising here in my place, even though it's kind of hot. I kind of go in front of my air conditioning area and do what I have to do. So you just gotta get it in where you can, and that's kind of what it is. So you know, it is what it is. Sketchy 7-Eleven stream next week in the car. We gotta maybe get back into doing that. You know, the thing is though, it's just so unhealthy outside, and it really doesn't smell very good either. There's something about when temperature gets above triple digits that it just smells ridiculous outside. I hate it. I really hate it. So not exactly a good thing there. So once that goes away, I would love to try and do something like that again. Well, we did that at one point. I think because I had the lights on in the cabin of my car at the time, the LED lights, there was a lot of bugs and moths that were coming to my car a lot. So it was a little bit of a ridiculous situation. So I can't really keep the windows, you know, down too much because I'm going to get eaten alive at the same time. So yes, Lance, 112. It was stretching up there today. It really was. You know, I weighed myself this morning and I was like, I'm probably the lightest that I've been in a very, very long time. I kind of teeter back and forth. And this is not a good situation. It's probably less than I have when I got married. So it was really not a good thing, not a good thing. So I know I'm working a lot. I'm doing a lot of different things and I'm just trying to like stay busy in what I'm doing there and building for the channel and everything. So that's kind of what's going on. But I got to tell you, you got to make sure that you're drinking a lot and making sure that you're just taking care of yourself. And I got to get a little bit better about doing that. It's one of the reasons I don't usually eat past 8:30 except on Fridays and Saturdays, because obviously I do the stream for you guys, and then naturally I haven't had dinner just yet because I go all the way up until I have to get ready to stream. Friday's a busy day for me to do, so it'll be a little bit easier this weekend for sure. So guys, let me take a quick moment to thank each and every one of you. Thank you for being part of the crew tonight. This has been a lot of fun checking out some goodies here, naturally with the collector over here from Masters of the Universe. This was a lot of fun to check out, naturally. And of course, taking a look at the Jumbo Honey Bun. This was definitely a lovely situation. I'm glad that I gave this one a try. I can see how this would be pretty good for about 15 seconds in the microwave. That definitely would be pretty nice. So a lot of fun checking that out, and really just an exciting thing to check off of the list there, naturally, for sure. And yes, Tony, I know I don't really want to talk about that too much. It is definitely a sad situation, and I'm sorry for anyone affected by that. It's just unfortunately what keeps going on, and I don't know what's going to be with this aside from maybe just bigger security measures, you know, for schools, you know, it's kind of where we're leading towards right now. It's really it's insane. It really is. So definitely a sad situation over there in Georgia. Absolutely, for sure there. And yes, Randy Molina, Larry Nguyen, and Ed Keaton not here tonight as well too. So, you know, like I said, I'm just grateful you guys have some time to spend with me live. Of course, the replay is going to be available for you as well as anyone who couldn't make it tonight. Saturday, this stream will be live back on for you at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll do all the thumbnail goodies and get everything ready in the morning for it. And then naturally, you guys will have more content naturally to relive for Saturday, and then most likely a new review on Sunday as well. And that's usually what I kind of like to do, something to put out there, because it's typically a slow news day on Sunday. So I wanted to give you something of substance there. So I was thinking about, is it Sunday or Monday? I'll probably most likely do it for Sunday and then take Monday off, and then we'll do something. You'll see the stuff coming for this coming week there as well. And then if I can try and get something that I'd like to get done for you tomorrow for later into the week, I'll see how the weather is. I'm not expecting it to be much better than today, but if I may have to wait a little bit later into the day to do it, that may be what I have to do. So we'll have to see for sure. Lance, good night. Thank you, Ian, for the content. Stay cool. And Frosty, should I say, yes, I appreciate that. You stay frosty always. You already know. Jackie Hero, doing it big up there, always there with the big releases in Canada for sure. There, guys, definitely jump on over. If you haven't subscribed yet, you should be, because definitely Jackie is on it like crazy. So definitely she has fun doing what she does, as does my boy Drew's Food Reviews, which I just saw he recently launched the Mountain Dew Baja Blast Gelato. Got to take a look and see what you thought of that. I was really digging the fact that that little spoon comes on the inside of that top lid, which was very cool for that. I really enjoyed that. Thought it was just really kind of fun to do that for sure. But definitely price point, you know, a little bit there for what it is. But what are you going to do? But again, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. Again, you guys make the world go round for me. The next time I see you, I'm going to be a year older. I can't believe my birthday is next Wednesday. It's going to be just another crazy, crazy official into my 50s now. So 51. I can no longer say from 0 to 10 is the first 10 years, the way 50 is the last year of the previous decade, because technically it is, but now I am officially into 51 as of next Wednesday. So I got to stay up between now and then to get it all in, because after that time, there ain't no going back. So good times across the board for all of you guys. And yes, Dom, yesterday and today's weather was horrible. I know, believe me, look at me right now. I need like another shower. This is crazy. It really is pretty crazy. So guys, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for jumping on tonight. For all the peeps who are watching over at Facebook, thank you for making it this far into the stream. If you have, make sure you're following me over there as well too. There, all the major reviews that I put out are in full on Facebook, outside of YouTube as well. So you'll see something every single day being added to the channel over on facebook.com/Peep This Out Show. So shout outs to all of you guys watching over there right now, because we're doing the by stream going to both. I really love cross streaming now. This is really kind of cool, I have to admit. Very, very cool. And to all the amazing peeps here on YouTube, you guys already know the mothership. This is the big gun channel for this one over here. Thank you so much for continuing to do what you do, supporting the channel just by checking out the content, giving the thumbs up, sharing the channel with all the peeps that you know. Like I always say, I'm a huge fan of the grassroots effort to grow the channel at the same time, and I have just a blast doing what I do, and I'm going to continue to do that for as long as I can. And that's really all that I could say on that there. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I hope all of you guys are finding happiness in whatever it is that brings you joy, and you're following whatever it is that is pulling at you to go in a particular direction. Don't ignore that, because you always want to move towards your most dominant thought. And there are reasons for things. So if something in your gut doesn't feel right, listen to yourself. And if there's something that you think you want to try, what have you got to lose? You know, you just give it a go. I never thought that literally over 11 years ago when I started this channel, you know, it was going to become what it is. And I'm so happy just for the community, the amount of people that are here, and just people who are still enjoying what I'm putting out there. And of course, with the newer format that you're going to see as it's moving forward, as I'm going to kind of baby step you into it a little bit. Thankfully, starting off with the Panda Express review today, that's definitely one little step towards that direction. That's what it's all about. It's just evolving and growing and keeping things moving. So continue to do that. Make your story, the next chapter, better than the last. And then I'll do the same thing as my next chapter begins next Wednesday on 9/11. I was born 10 minutes, I believe, before 12 on that day, on that night, actually. 11:50 at night, I believe I was born. So, and yes, Drew, yes, you can cross the streams. Bad things happen when you cross the streams, except when you go from Facebook to YouTube at the same time. No crossing going on here. No crossing going on. So guys, I'm going to be here in the chat for the next minute or two on YouTube, I should say. Should anything pop up here question-wise, I'll try and answer whatever I can. But do check out the new content coming out most likely this weekend, Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And of course, the replay again, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow on the 7th. And then all the goodies over at facebook.com/Peep This Out Show as well. So shout outs to all of you guys. It's going to be an amazing time. Actually, yes, Friday the 13th is next Friday. That's definitely a beautiful situation right there. So that's, of course, we have to do a stream on Friday the 13th, right? I mean, come on. It's definitely on and popping there. So let me jump on over here real quick. And with that, let me jump on over. There we go. We're ready to roll and everything is going. Wow, I'm about an hour and 2 minutes on Facebook as well, too. We are rocking it out over there. So it is moving along. So guys, enjoy your weekend. Please, 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 if you're on the West Coast, it is going to be dangerously hot for the next few days. Keep yourself hydrated. Drink lots of water. eat and definitely try and rest. And if you can, stay out of the sun a little bit there. It's not worth it. It really isn't. So I will see you guys next time after everything is kind of cooled off just a bit. Knock on wood. That's what they're saying. We should actually have some a better situation when it comes to the weather. And we'll go from there. So with that, this is Ian K officially closing out my final live stream, being year 50. 50 years old, I should say, not year 50. I've been doing this. Imagine that. I've been doing this for 50 years. But yes, it's going to be just an amazing situation. So closing out the live stream for my 50th year before I turn 51. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why stay tuned for that next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. And I'm going to try to, guys, because I am dripping, sweaty, ridiculous right now. It is on. So I think before I have anything light to eat, I'm going to go take a quick shower real fast. So shout outs to all you guys. I love all you guys, and I will talk to you soon. And with that, peace. I'm out.